35 child actors who died too soon.
I can't believe you're saying this. What are you accusing me of?
Growing up in the spotlight can be both a blessing and a curse, and for some child actors, fame came with tragedy. These 35 young stars captured hearts with their talent and charm, only to leave us far too soon. Whether due to illness, accidents, or struggles with fame, their lives were cut short in heartbreaking ways. Join us as we remember the child actors who left an unforgettable mark on Hollywood before their time was up. River Phoenix. With charisma and exceptional skill, River Phoenix, a remarkably talented actor and musician, captivated audiences. Critical acclaim followed his performances in films including Stand By Me, Running on Empty, and My Own Private Idaho, establishing him as a highly promising young star. He was also a dedicated environmental and animal rights activist, using his fame to promote causes he deeply cared about. Tragedy struck on October 31, 1993 when, at only 23, River Phoenix died from a drug overdose outside Los Angeles' Viper Room. Hollywood and his many fans were shocked by his sudden death. It ignited widespread discussion of substance abuse and the pressures of fame. His exceptional body of work and lasting influence on independent film ensured that Phoenix's legacy endures despite his untimely passing. Actors and filmmakers continue to draw inspiration from his performances, solidifying his status as a greatly missed icon. Gary Coleman. Gary Coleman's iconic role as Arnold Jackson on Different Strokes made him a beloved television icon. His comedic timing and the unforgettable catchphrase, "What you talking about, Willis?" made him one of the most recognizable stars of the 1980s. Coleman's remarkable talent transcended his small stature, a result of a congenital kidney condition. Following the show's conclusion, Coleman faced significant financial and personal challenges, including legal battles and health complications. He died on May 28, 2010, at the age of 42, from an epidural hematoma suffered after a fall. His passing marked the end of a life that encompassed both remarkable successes and considerable hardships. The joy he brought to countless audiences ensures that Gary Coleman's legacy endures. Fans continue to celebrate his comedic genius, remembering him as a star who overcame adversity to leave an enduring mark on television history. Cameron Boyce.
I can't believe you're saying this. What are you accusing me of?
Cameron Boyce, a beloved actor and philanthropist, achieved significant recognition through his roles in Disney's Jessie and the Descendants franchise. His exceptional charisma, talent, and kindness distinguished him within the Hollywood landscape. Beyond acting, he was deeply committed to numerous charitable causes, leveraging his platform to advocate for issues such as clean water access and gun violence prevention. On July 6, 2019, at just 20 years old, Boyce died unexpectedly in his sleep. The cause was a seizure resulting from epilepsy. This sudden loss deeply shocked both his fans and the entertainment industry, significantly raising public awareness of the dangers of epilepsy and the risk of sudden, unexpected death in epilepsy, SUDEP. His family established the Cameron Boyce Foundation, a lasting memorial to his dedication to philanthropy that ensures his legacy continues. His compassion and the joy he brought to countless people worldwide make him a continuing source of inspiration. Corey Haim. In the 1980s, Corey Haim achieved teen heartthrob status, becoming best known for his roles in iconic films such as The Lost Boys, Lucas, and License to Drive. His boyish charm and natural talent propelled him to stardom, making him one of the most popular young actors of his generation. Frequently, he appeared alongside his close friend, Corey Feldman. However, Haim's considerable success was overshadowed by lifelong struggles with addiction and health problems, significantly impacting his later career. March 10, 2010, marked his death at age 38 from pneumonia complicated by an enlarged heart. This tragically highlighted the physical toll of his battle with substance abuse. Despite a life marked by considerable turmoil, Haim's undeniable talent and charisma left an enduring mark on Hollywood. Fans continue to fondly remember his contributions to 1980s pop culture. He remains a powerful symbol of youthful promise and cinematic magic. Bobby Driscoll. Best known as the voice of Peter Pan in the 1953 animated classic, and for starring roles in films like Treasure Island and The Window, Bobby Driscoll was a true Disney icon. A natural performer, he became the first child actor to sign a long-term contract with the studio, and even received a Juvenile Academy Award for his outstanding work in The Window. Sadly, Driscoll's transition to adult roles proved difficult. He struggled with substance abuse and a decline in opportunities, his life spiraling out of control. On March 30th, 1968, at the young age of 31, he was found dead in an abandoned New York City building. The cause of death was determined to be heart failure resulting from drug use. Tragically, his death went unnoticed, his identity remaining a mystery for years before finally being confirmed. Carl Switzer. As Alfalfa in the iconic Our Gang series, also known as The Little Rascals, Carl Switzer became a beloved household name. His comedic antics and that unforgettable cowlick were his trademarks. Switzer joined the cast in 1935, and his portrayal of the mischievous yet endearing Alfalfa remains a treasured performance in the world of classic comedy. The transition to adult roles proved difficult for Switzer after he left Our Gang. He also encountered financial difficulties. A dispute over money tragically ended with Switzer being fatally shot in Los Angeles on January 21, 1959. He was only 31 years old. Ruled a justifiable homicide, the precise circumstances surrounding his death remain a subject of some debate. Switzer's legacy, however, continues to this day, thanks to his timeless Our Gang performances. His comedic genius is still enjoyed by generations of fans, ensuring his enduring contribution to the world of entertainment will never be forgotten. Heather O'Rourke. As the angelic yet haunting Carol Ann Freeling in the Poltergeist films, Heather O'Rourke became a household name. Discovered by director Steven Spielberg when she was only 5, her iconic line, "They're here," instantly cemented her place in cinematic history. O'Rourke possessed a natural talent and a radiant on-screen presence that promised a flourishing career in Hollywood. Tragically, her promising life ended far too soon. On February 1, 1988, at the age of 12, O'Rourke died from septic shock caused by a misdiagnosed intestinal problem, later revealed to be a congenital defect. This sudden loss shocked fans and colleagues alike, especially as she had been actively filming Poltergeist 3 just before her passing. O'Rourke's death tragically underscored the importance of accurate medical diagnoses, prompting much-needed discussions about pediatric healthcare. Despite her brief life, her performances in the Poltergeist trilogy remain a compelling testament to her remarkable talent, and her memory lives on in the hearts of fans worldwide. Anissa Jones. Anissa Jones as Buffy on the beloved sitcom Family Affair captured the hearts of viewers. From 1966 to 1971, her portrayal of the sweet and precocious young girl charmed audiences across America. However, after the show ended, Jones struggled to transition to adult roles and faced significant challenges adjusting to life outside the spotlight. Tragically, on August 28, 1976, at only 18 years old, Jones died from a drug overdose in Oceanside, California. Her death, ruled accidental, was attributed to a lethal combination of cocaine, PCP, and barbiturates. This tragic event underscored the difficulties faced by many child stars attempting to cope with fame and its aftermath. Despite her short life and tragic end, Jones is fondly remembered for her iconic role as Buffy. Her story serves as both a cautionary tale and a poignant reminder of the importance of supporting young actors as they navigate the often overwhelming pressures of early stardom. Jonathan Brandis. In the 1990s, Jonathan Brandis achieved teen idol status, starring in productions like The Neverending Story 2, Ladybugs, and the science fiction series SeaQuest DSV. His boyish appeal and diverse acting skills won over fans, establishing him as a rising star in Hollywood. The actor's prominence in teen magazines demonstrated his considerable impact during this period. The transition to adult roles, however, presented difficulties for Brandis, leading to struggles with self-esteem and bouts of depression. Tragically, he ended his own life on November 12, 2003, at the age of 27. This devastating event shocked his fans and loved ones, exposing the hidden battles he fought despite his successful career. Jonathan Brandis's work continues to be remembered, bringing joy to audiences across the globe. His story underscores the critical importance of mental health awareness and support, serving as a reminder of the immense pressures faced by young actors. Brad Renfro. With his remarkable debut in The Client, 1994, Brad Renfro captivated audiences, earning widespread praise for his portrayal of a troubled youth. He further cemented his reputation as a gifted actor with profound emotional depth in films like Sleepers, Apt Pupil, and The Cure. Sadly, his promising career was overshadowed by a difficult struggle with substance abuse. On January 15, 2008, at the age of 25, Renfro tragically died from an accidental heroin overdose. His untimely passing brought to light the challenges young actors face when navigating early fame and the devastating consequences of addiction. Renfro's legacy remains defined by the raw intensity and authenticity he brought to his performances. Despite his life being cut short, his body of work continues to resonate with viewers, serving as a reminder of his exceptional talent and unrealized potential. Dana Plato. Best known as Kimberly Drummond on the hit television series Different Strokes, Dana Plato achieved household name status. Audiences were charmed by her bright smile and bubbly personality, making her one of the most recognizable child stars of the late 1970s and early 1980s. However, Plato's transition into adulthood was marked by personal struggles, including substance abuse and financial difficulties. Tragically, on May 8, 1999, Dana Plato was found dead in her RV at the age of 34 from a prescription painkiller overdose. While officially ruled a suicide, some close to her suspect it may have been accidental. Her death brought increased attention to the challenges often faced by child actors navigating the complexities of fame and life beyond the spotlight. Dana Plato's life serves as a cautionary tale, highlighting the pressures that can accompany early fame. Fans continue to remember her with fondness for her portrayal of Kimberly Drummond, celebrating her talent and enduring charm. Anton Yelchin. A gifted actor celebrated for his versatility and passion, Anton Yelchin delivered memorable performances in films such as Star Trek as Pavel Chekhov, Like Crazy, and Alpha Dog. His ability to imbue his roles with depth and nuance earned him critical acclaim. Beyond acting, Yelchin pursued photography and music, showcasing a wide range of artistic talents. Tragedy struck on June 19, 2016, when Yelchin was pinned against a brick pillar by his own vehicle at his Los Angeles home. The resulting blunt traumatic asphyxia led to his death at the young age of 27. A faulty gear mechanism in the vehicle was later identified as the cause of the accident, prompting a recall. Anton Yelchin's untimely passing left a void in the entertainment industry, but his work continues to be a source of inspiration. He is remembered as a brilliant actor with immense potential, his performances serving as a lasting tribute to his remarkable talent and dedication. Michelle Thomas. Beloved actress and comedian Michelle Thomas captivated audiences with her roles as Myra Monkhouse on Family Matters and Justine Phillips on The Cosby Show. Her comedic timing and undeniable charm made her a fan favorite, while her genuine warmth off-screen endeared her to colleagues and admirers alike. Thomas also showcased her versatility with a recurring role on the soap opera The Young and the Restless. In 1997, Thomas received a diagnosis of a rare form of stomach cancer. She faced her illness with remarkable courage, continuing to work despite the challenges. Tragically, she passed away on December 23, 1998, at the young age of 30. Her death brought immense sadness to fans and colleagues, who remembered her as a radiant and gifted performer. Michelle Thomas's legacy endures through her unforgettable performances, which continue to bring laughter and joy to viewers. Her strength and grace in the face of adversity remain a source of inspiration. Sawyer Sweeten. Sawyer Sweeten, along with his twin brother Sullivan, was best known for portraying Jeffrey Barone on the popular sitcom Everybody Loves Raymond. Beginning the role at just 16 months old, Sawyer essentially grew up on the show, captivating audiences with his humor and endearing personality. Following the series' conclusion, Sawyer experienced difficulties transitioning into adulthood and navigating the pressures of life in the public eye. Tragically, on April 23, 2015, at the age of 19, he died by suicide at his family's home in Texas. His death devastated loved ones, castmates, and fans, highlighting the mental health challenges faced by many young actors. Sawyer Sweeten's passing brought increased attention to the crucial importance of mental health awareness and suicide prevention efforts. Ashley Aston Moore. Best known for her portrayal of Chrissy in the beloved coming-of-age film Now and Then, 1995, Ashley Aston Moore created a truly memorable character. Her depiction of the sweet and quirky Chrissy, alongside a cast of rising stars, remains a highlight of the film, which has since achieved cult classic status. After leaving acting behind, Moore chose a quieter life in Canada, but privately battled substance abuse. Tragically, on December 10, 2007, she died from a drug overdose at the age of 26. Though her life and career were cut short, Ashley Aston Moore's performance in Now and Then continues to resonate with viewers, showcasing her talent and the potential she possessed. Her story serves as a poignant reminder of the crucial need for mental health support and addiction recovery resources. Rob Knox. Rising British actor Rob Knox was most recognized for his role as Marcus Belby in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Having been cast just prior to his tragic death, he received praise for his inherent talent and passion for acting. A bright future in the industry awaited him, with many predicting a flourishing career. At the young age of 18 on May 24, 2008, Knox was fatally stabbed outside a bar in Sidcup, London, while courageously protecting his younger brother during an altercation. The individual responsible for his death was later convicted of murder. Knox's untimely passing shocked fans in the entertainment community, reigniting discussions surrounding knife crime in the UK. The Rob Knox Foundation was established to honor his memory and educate young people about the dangers of violence. Although his life was tragically cut short, his performance in Harry Potter and his act of bravery have left an enduring impact. Skye McCole Bartusiak. Skye McCole Bartusiak gained recognition for her portrayal of Susan Martin, the youngest daughter of Mel Gibson's character in the historical drama The Patriot, 2000. Her poignant performance garnered widespread praise, and she went on to appear in films such as Don't Say a Word and Boogeyman, along with television series like 24. Bartusiak's ability to convey depth and emotion solidified her status as a remarkable young actress. Tragically, on July 19, 2014, at the age of 21, Bartusiak passed away at her home in Texas from an accidental overdose involving a combination of prescription medications. Her sudden death underscored the dangers associated with prescription drug misuse. Skye McCole. Bartusiak's talent and dedication to acting left a lasting mark on Hollywood. She is remembered for the emotional power of her performances and the promise of a career tragically cut short. Michael Cuccione. A talented actor, singer, and advocate, Michael Cuccione gained recognition as QT, the heartthrob bass player in the satirical boy band Project Together. The MTV series and accompanying movie highlighted Cuccione's comedic skills and musical talent, captivating fans. Beyond his entertainment career, he served as an inspiration, having survived Hodgkin's lymphoma in his youth and subsequently using his platform to champion cancer research. Despite his earlier victory over cancer, Cuccione's health challenges continued, as the chemotherapy and treatments had severely impacted his lungs. He developed respiratory complications in late 2000. Tragically, on January 13, 2001, at the age of 16, he succumbed to respiratory failure. Though his passing was a devastating loss, Michael Cuccione's legacy endures through the Michael Cuccione Foundation, which carries forward his commitment to funding pediatric cancer research. His courageous spirit and remarkable achievements continue to inspire. Judith Barsi. A gifted child actress, Judith Barsi captivated audiences with her talent and charisma in films like Jaws, The Revenge, and as the voice of Ducky in the animated classic, The Land Before Time. Born in Los Angeles in 1978 to Hungarian immigrants, Barsi's career began at the tender age of 5, quickly flourishing with appearances in over 70 commercials and numerous television movies. Her remarkable abilities hinted at a promising future in the entertainment industry. Tragically, Judith's life was cut short on July 25, 1988, at the age of 10. In a horrific act of domestic violence, she and her mother, Maria, were murdered by her father, Joseph Barsi, who then took his own life. The devastating event shocked Hollywood and brought much-needed attention to the often hidden struggles of domestic abuse, leading to increased awareness and resources for victims. Judith Barsi's work, especially her memorable performance as Ducky, continues to resonate with audiences, preserving her legacy as a bright, though tragically brief, star. Tara Correa McMullen. Emerging talent. Tara Correa McMullen gained recognition for her breakthrough performance as gang member Graciela Reyes in the television series Judging Amy. Her raw and compelling portrayal garnered critical acclaim, demonstrating her ability to handle complex and challenging roles. Correa McMullen's acting career held great promise, including a role in the film Rebound, 2005, but her life off-screen was marked by difficulties. Tragically, on October 21, 2005, at the age of 16, Correa McMullen was killed in a drive-by shooting in Inglewood, California. Authorities determined she was not the intended target but was caught in the crossfire outside an apartment complex. The incident shocked fans and the entertainment industry, highlighting the pervasive dangers of violence faced by young people in urban environments. Tara Correa McMullen's untimely death underscored the fragility of life and emphasized the need for enhanced community safety initiatives. Her promising career and powerful on-screen performances remain a testament to her talent and unrealized potential. Josh Ryan Evans. Remembered for his portrayal of Timmy, the doll who came to life, on the soap opera Passions, Josh Ryan Evans was a gifted actor. His endearing performance garnered widespread praise, making him a beloved figure among fans for his charm and wit. Born with achondroplasia, a form of dwarfism, Evans embraced his individuality, using his talent to entertain and inspire. At the age of 20, on August 5, 2002, Evans passed away due to complications from a congenital heart defect while undergoing a medical procedure. Adding a layer of strange coincidence and poignancy, his character, Timmy, also died in the episode of Passions that aired that same day. Though his passing created a void in the entertainment world, Josh Ryan Evans' legacy lives on through his unforgettable performances. He remains a symbol of perseverance and positivity, demonstrating that physical differences present no obstacle to achieving great things. Sammy Kane Kraft. Sammy Kane Kraft, a promising young actress and athlete, made her acting debut in the 2005 remake of The Bad News Bears, portraying the skilled pitcher Amanda Wurlitzer. Her natural athleticism and authentic portrayal made her a standout, earning critical acclaim and paving the way for future opportunities in Hollywood. However, on October 9, 2012, at the young age of 20, Kraft was tragically killed in a car accident in Los Angeles. She was a passenger in a vehicle involved in a collision with a tractor-trailer on a freeway. Her untimely death brought a premature end to a life full of promise. Nevertheless, Sammy Kane Kraft is remembered for her vibrant performance in The Bad News Bears and her zest for life. Her story serves as a stark reminder of the importance of road safety and the fragility of life. Fans continue to celebrate her memory as a talented actress whose career was tragically cut short. Matthew Garber. Matthew Garber achieved iconic status in Disney history for his portrayal of Michael Banks, the mischievous but endearing young boy in the classic film Mary Poppins, 1964. Alongside co-star Karen Dautrice, Garber charmed audiences with his humor and on-screen rapport. He also appeared in other Disney films, including The Gnome Mobile. Following his retirement from acting as a teenager, Garber lived a more private life. Tragically, while traveling in India, he contracted hepatitis. The illness progressed to pancreatitis, and he passed away in London on June 13, 1977, at the young age of 21. Despite his brief career, Matthew Garber remains a beloved figure in cinematic history, primarily for his role in Mary Poppins. His legacy continues to live on through the film's enduring magic, bringing joy to generations of viewers. J. Madison Wright Morris. J. Madison Wright Morris was a gifted actress whose career began in the 1990s as a child star, with notable roles in series such as Earth 2, where she played True Danziger. Her nuanced performances and commanding screen presence suggested a bright future in acting. However, Morris chose to step away from Hollywood during her teens to prioritize her education and personal life. In her late teens, she received a diagnosis of restrictive cardiomyopathy, ultimately requiring a heart transplant in 2000. Despite this significant health challenge, she married her high school sweetheart in 2006. Tragically, just one day after returning from her honeymoon, Morris suffered a fatal heart attack on July 21, 2006, at the age of 21. Madison Wright Morris's resilience and strength continue to inspire. Her brief but impactful Hollywood career left a lasting impression on those who admired her talent and remarkable courage. Norman Chaney. Norman Chaney, affectionately known as Chubby in the Our Gang, Little Rascals series, delighted audiences with his endearing personality and comedic timing. Joining the cast in 1929, he quickly became a fan favorite, his lovable character and hilarious antics leaving a lasting impact on the franchise, despite his relatively short tenure. Chaney's weight gain, resulting from a glandular condition, contributed to significant health problems. After leaving Hollywood, his health declined, and he passed away from myocarditis on May 29, 1936, at only 22 years old. Though his life was tragically brief, Norman Chaney remains a cherished figure in our gang history. In later years, fans spearheaded efforts to restore and honor his gravesite, ensuring his contribution to classic comedy would never be forgotten. Because YouTube will prioritize interactive videos, please comment "OK" if you find this video interesting. Thank you. Christopher Pettiott. Christopher Pettiott achieved recognition for his role as Zachary in the cult classic film Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, 1991. His charm and comedic timing set him apart from the cast. He also demonstrated versatility as a young actor, appearing in popular television shows such as Boy Meets World and Touched by an Angel. Sadly, Pettiott struggled with substance abuse in his later years. On April 12, 2000, at the age of 24, he died from an accidental drug overdose. His passing underscored the challenges many young actors face navigating life after the spotlight and coping with the pressures of fame. Despite his short career, Christopher Pettiott is remembered for his talent and the enjoyment he brought to audiences. His role in Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead remains a beloved part of 1990s pop culture. Rusty Hamer. Rusty Hamer achieved fame as the quick-witted Rusty Williams on the popular sitcom Make Room for Daddy, later The Danny Thomas Show. His sharp humor and comedic timing established him as one of television's earliest child stars, earning widespread acclaim throughout the show's long run from 1953 to 1964. Following the series' conclusion, Hamer struggled to secure new roles and adapt to life outside the spotlight. His inability to transition into adult acting roles led to disillusionment and isolation. Tragically, on January 18, 1990, at the age of 42, Hamer died by suicide. His death highlighted the significant challenges many child actors encounter after their fame diminishes. Rusty Hamer's passing brought increased attention to the unique difficulties faced by young performers. Despite his tragic end, his work on Make Room for Daddy remains a testament to his talent and underscores the need for improved support systems for child actors. Scotty Beckett. Scotty Beckett was an original Hollywood child star, captivating audiences as a member of Our Gang, the Little Rascals, during the 1930s. His cherubic features and endearing performances made him a standout, and he went on to share the screen with legendary actors such as Shirley Temple. However, Beckett's transition to adulthood was marked by personal struggles, including substance abuse and legal issues. His career declined, and his life spiraled into turmoil. He died from a barbiturate overdose on May 10, 1968, at the age of 38. The exact circumstances surrounding his death remain unclear, but it represented a tragic end to a life brimming with early promise. Bridget Anderson. Bridget Anderson's touching performance as Savannah in the 1982 film Savannah Smiles won hearts, earning praise for her natural charm and talent. Her portrayal of a lonely child connecting with criminals on the run demonstrated her considerable emotional range as an actress. Throughout the 1980s, she continued to act, appearing in television shows like Remington Steele and Family Ties. However, Anderson's later years were marked by a difficult struggle with addiction. On May 18, 1997, at only 21 years old, she died of a drug overdose. Her passing tragically highlights the challenges many child actors face during the transition to adulthood. Despite her short career, Bridget Anderson remains cherished by fans of Savannah Smiles, and her work continues to showcase her talent and the joy she brought to viewers. Comment RIP to pay your respects to and other talented actors who left us too soon. Kevin Clark. Kevin Clark gained fame for his portrayal of Freddie Spazzy McGee Jones, the enthusiastic drummer in the popular film School of Rock, 2003. Though cast as a teenager with no prior acting experience, Clark's natural charisma and impressive drumming skills captivated audiences. After School of Rock, he dedicated himself to music, performing with several bands and instructing aspiring drummers. On May 26, 2021, Clark was tragically killed in Chicago at the age of 32 when his bicycle was struck by a vehicle. The sudden loss of this talented and kind musician deeply affected his fans, friends, and former castmates, including Jack Black, who shared heartfelt tributes. Clark's legacy endures as a passionate musician who brought joy and energy to both the screen and his life. His work in School of Rock continues to inspire young performers and stands as a testament to his undeniable talent. Dana Hill. Dana Hill, a remarkably versatile actress, achieved critical success with her breakout role in Shoot the Moon, 1982. She was known for her skill in portraying intense and emotionally complex characters, yet also charmed audiences with her comedic timing in films such as National Lampoon's European Vacation. Her distinctive voice further established her as a popular choice for voice acting roles in animation, notably in Goof Troop and the Rugrats movie. Despite her considerable achievements, Hill faced significant health challenges stemming from diabetes, which impacted her growth and led to persistent complications. Tragically, on July 15, 1996, at only 32 years old, she died following a stroke directly attributed to her diabetes. Hill's unwavering courage and determination in the face of her illness remain an inspiration. Her diverse contributions to both live action and animation continue to entertain fans and highlight the extraordinary talent she shared with the world. Nikita Pearl Walagwa. Nikita Pearl Walagwa earned international acclaim for her portrayal of Gloria in Disney's Queen of Katwe, a film inspired by the true story of a young Ugandan chess prodigy. Her performance as the protagonist's supportive and spirited friend was praised for its warmth and authenticity, adding a heartfelt dimension to the narrative. Shortly after completing the film in 2016, Walagwa received a brain tumor diagnosis. Despite undergoing treatment in both Uganda and India, her health remained tenuous. Although she experienced periods of improvement, the tumor recurred in 2019. She passed away on February 15, 2020, at just 15 years old, leaving behind a legacy of remarkable resilience and talent. Waligwa's untimely death highlighted the unequal access to advanced medical care in many regions of the world. She is remembered for her luminous performance in Queen of Katwe, a film that continues to inspire audiences globally with its message of hope and unwavering perseverance. Lucille Rickson. Lucille Rickson was a silent film star whose talent and beauty propelled her to become one of Hollywood's most promising young actresses in the early 1920s. Starting her career at just 9 years old, she quickly gained popularity, starring in films such as The Married Flapper and Human Wreckage. By her early teens, she was considered a rising star, often portraying characters requiring a maturity beyond her years. However, behind the glamorous facade, Rickson endured grueling work schedules and the pressure of financially supporting her family, significantly impacting her health. In early 1925, she was diagnosed with tuberculosis, a condition worsened by exhaustion and malnutrition. She passed away on March 13, 1925, at the age of 14, leaving behind a career that had barely blossomed. Rickson's death serves as a stark reminder of the exploitation of child actors in early Hollywood. She is now remembered as a symbol of the industry's harsh realities, and a cautionary tale illustrating the steep price of early stardom. Gone but never forgotten, these child actors live on through the roles they played and the memories they gave us. Which of these stories touched you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us next time as we honor more stars who left us too soon. "25 Hollywood celebs who were literally jerks in real life."
Do you know my name, sir?
Don't need to know.
You don't need to know my name?
Not quite yet. I'll get that
really?
information.
Okay.
What if the charming smile hiding a venomous heart? What if the hero on screen was a tyrant behind the scenes? Get ready to have your childhood crushes, your favorite action stars, even your beloved comedic heroes exposed. These are the real-life jerks of Hollywood, the people behind the masks. And their stories will leave you speechless. Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen DeGeneres, the queen of daytime television, has seen her image tarnished in recent years. Behind the sunny disposition and witty banter, a darker side emerged. Stories began circulating about a toxic work environment on her show, where employees felt bullied and demoralized. Rumors, like the one about her favorite target of the day, who was subject to her harsh and often unfair criticism, painted a disturbing portrait. Even fellow comedians like Kathy Griffin, in an interview, implied that DeGeneres' behavior was an open secret in Hollywood. This harsh reality stands in stark contrast to her earlier days as a stand-up comedian, where her ability to connect with audiences and her humor helped her build a career. But in a recent comedy special, DeGeneres acknowledged the gap between her carefully crafted image and the truth, quipping, "I got kicked out of show business for being mean." This admission highlights how even the most beloved public figures may not always live up to their persona. It's a sobering reminder that those who appear benevolent, like a brightly lit stage, can have dark shadows lurking just off camera. Gwyneth Paltrow. Gwyneth Paltrow, once hailed as Hollywood royalty, has taken a sharp turn toward controversy. Her strict, almost cult-like approach to wellness with her Goop brand has drawn ire, with some accusing her of promoting disordered eating by eliminating entire food groups. As if this weren't enough, she also drew a lot of negative press when she claimed that being a celebrity mother is much harder than having a regular job, a statement that fueled the firestorm against her elitist image. Reports of Paltrow being rude to staff, refusing to speak to restaurant workers directly, and even criticizing their job challenges only intensified the backlash. Even with the growing criticism, Paltrow doesn't seem to care. "I am who I am," she confidently declared, further solidifying her image as out of touch with the realities of average people. Perhaps a hint of this came about when, in the middle of her own marriage troubles, she insisted on moving to a $12,000 a week luxury retreat, making it even more obvious she was out of sync with regular folks. Her story highlights how celebrity, wealth, and wellness culture intertwine to create an intricate web of public perception, sometimes leaving an icon like Paltrow to lose favor despite her continued presence in the public eye. Edward Norton. Edward Norton, known for his captivating performances in films like American History X and Fight Club, has a dark side hidden behind his charm. While his on-screen persona often portrays complex and admirable characters, rumors of his true nature reveal a demanding and sometimes arrogant artist. He has earned a reputation for being incredibly detail-oriented, a quality that sometimes crosses the line into perfectionism. The production of The Incredible Hulk provides a glimpse into this side of Norton. His intense, uncompromising approach to the character Bruce Banner led to tensions on set, even with director Louis Leterrier, who famously described Norton as intense and complicated. This tension eventually led to a very public parting of ways, and Marvel opted to not rehire him for The Avengers. The studio issued a statement, emphasizing the need for a collaborative spirit, which, while not naming Norton, served as a clear signal that his working style didn't align with their vision. He has faced further accusations of unprofessionalism, including allegedly taking credit for the Frida screenplay. Despite these controversies, Norton has attempted to regain public favor, acknowledging the detrimental effects of fame and highlighting the crucial role of collaboration in filmmaking. Still, rumors continue to swirl, casting a shadow of doubt on Norton's persona and calling into question if his real-life personality mirrors the compelling characters he portrays on screen. Jennifer Lawrence. Jennifer Lawrence, the darling of Hollywood, has a side that few get to see. While she charms audiences as the girl next door, rumors of her less-than-gracious behavior off-screen have begun to surface. Remember that time she infamously tripped on the stairs at the Oscars? Well, that's just the tip of the iceberg. She's been accused of being unkind to fans, a reality she even acknowledges in interviews. "Yeah, I was difficult," Lawrence admitted. Acknowledging her frustration has sometimes led to hurtful behavior. This has sparked a major debate. How much do fans deserve? Are we all entitled to a piece of our favorite stars? Some believe her blunt honesty is just a defense against the constant intrusion of fame, while others find it downright rude. Her actions, like the time she snubbed a fan at a premiere and even made insensitive remarks, have begun to paint a different picture of the charming starlet. Though her talent and success are undeniable, these incidents have raised serious questions about Lawrence's character and the struggles of managing fame in a world obsessed with celebrities. On a scale of 0 to 5, how much do you think Jennifer Lawrence's candor about being difficult excuses her behavior? Share your rating in the comments. Joan Crawford. Joan Crawford, the epitome of Hollywood glamour and grace, concealed a dark side that made her infamous behind the scenes. Known for her icy determination and legendary rivalry with Bette Davis, Crawford's ruthless streak surfaced during the filming of Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. Allegedly, Crawford hampered Davis's performance by wearing weights, making it near impossible for Davis to pull her across the set. The experience was so disturbing, it even shocked seasoned filmmakers. But the shocking truth about Crawford's ruthless nature was only the tip of the iceberg. Christina Crawford's heartbreaking memoir, Mommy Dearest, painted a chilling picture of a tyrannical mother. It detailed incidents of violence and obsessive cleanliness. Her adoptive daughter revealed that Crawford was known for furiously scrubbing the floors on her hands and knees while screaming. The shocking accusations shattered Crawford's public image, prompting an intense debate about her parenting methods. Even though some of her other children defended her, the book left an indelible mark on her legacy. While rumors of Crawford's many affairs and unconventional adoption practices swirled, there was never any doubt about her relentless pursuit of success. She famously stated, "I'm a perfectionist." a mantra that translated into demanding and often abrasive behavior toward her colleagues and staff. The layers of ambition, rivalry, and deeply personal issues painted a complex and ultimately tragic picture of Joan Crawford, exposing the dark side of Hollywood's golden age. Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen, the once king of sitcoms, has become a Hollywood cautionary tale. His iconic role in 2.5 Men made him the highest-paid actor on television, but his success was overshadowed by a series of outlandish and erratic behaviors. He publicly lambasted producer Chuck Lorre, calling him a turd and unleashing a barrage of insults. He even claimed to have Adonis DNA, a self-proclaimed badge of superiority, as he spiraled into drug abuse and erratic behavior, alienating colleagues and supporters alike. His tempestuous relationships, including a messy split from Denise Richards, who alleged physical and verbal abuse, painted a stark picture of his unstable personal life. Sheen's descent culminated in his controversial firing from 2.5 Men in 2011, a defining moment that sent shockwaves through Hollywood. In a candid interview, Sheen reflected on his tumultuous past, admitting, "It feels awful. I am not sure how I created such chaos." Despite attempts to regain control and achieve sobriety, Sheen's career continues to be haunted by scandal and past demons. His story is a chilling reminder of how the dazzling lights of fame can quickly fade, leaving behind a legacy marred by self-destruction. John Wayne. John Wayne, the Duke of Hollywood Westerns, was a larger-than-life figure on screen, but off-camera, his persona took a sharp turn. While once known for his liberal leanings, Wayne later embraced a staunchly conservative stance, famously supporting Barry Goldwater's presidential bid in 1964, aligning himself with Goldwater's opposition to the Civil Rights Act. This political shift wasn't the only shockwave Wayne sent through Hollywood. In a 1971 interview with Playboy, he made controversial remarks about racial superiority, stating, "I believe in white supremacy until the blacks are educated to a point of responsibility." Wayne also expressed doubts about the ability of black people to lead politically, further fueling controversy. Beyond his words, Wayne's actions also stirred up public debate. He reportedly attempted to storm the stage at the 1973 Oscars to confront Sachin Littlefeather, who was accepting Marlon Brando's Best Actor award on behalf of Native Americans, showcasing his intolerance towards opposing viewpoints. Today, Wayne's legacy continues to be a source of discussion, especially within the context of cancel culture. While some film students boycott his films, others argue that his artistry shouldn't be disregarded because of his personal views. This ongoing debate highlights the complex relationship between art and the artist's actions. Tommy Lee Jones. Tommy Lee Jones is the quintessential tough guy, both on and off the screen. Known for his stoic demeanor and demanding personality, Jones is infamous for his reluctance to engage with fans or the press. He's famously standoffish, often cutting interviews short and refusing to sign autographs. One of his most notorious clashes happened during the filming of Batman Forever, where his aversion to co-star Jim Carrey became public knowledge. In an anecdote shared by Carrey, Jones told him directly, "I hate you. I really don't like you. I cannot sanction your buffoonery." This confrontation highlights Jones's commitment to a serious acting style, a stark contrast to Carrey's comedic persona. Jones's uncompromising attitude has solidified his public image. He prioritizes authenticity in his work, even if it means creating friction with others. His brusqueness extends beyond Carrey, with many reports painting him as dismissive of crew members and fans, suggesting his on-screen personas might not be too far removed from his real self. Lucille Ball. Lucille Ball, the queen of comedy, charmed audiences worldwide with her hilarious antics on I Love Lucy. But behind the scenes, a different side emerged, revealing a stark contrast to her on-screen persona. Rumors circulated about her demanding nature, particularly towards those she perceived as beneath her. One incident in particular painted a stark picture. While on a flight, Ball allegedly refused to speak directly to a flight attendant, using her assistant to communicate with the staff. Infamously, she was quoted as saying, "I'm sorry, Ms. Ball doesn't speak to the help." This anecdote starkly contrasted with her playful and approachable character on screen. Her reputation for being challenging wasn't limited to service staff. Ball is rumored to have disapproved of her son, Desi Jr.'s, relationship with Patty Duke, leading to friction between them. This protectiveness over her family's image underscored her ambition to maintain a flawless public image, which ultimately led to a complicated legacy marred by personal disputes. Even those who worked closely with Ball, including the legendary Richard Burton, described her as a monster of staggering charmlessness, exposing the chasm between her public and private lives. Did Lucille Ball's behavior towards Desi Jr. and Patty Duke's relationship cross a line? Comment with a yes if you think so, or no if you think she was just being protective. Kiefer Sutherland. Kiefer Sutherland, the heart-stopping Jack Bauer of 24, may be a master of on-screen intensity, but his off-screen persona is a whirlwind of controversy and personal struggles. Known for his acting talent, Sutherland has earned a reputation as a difficult actor due to a string of disruptive incidents linked to his battles with alcohol. Stories of Sutherland's unpredictable behavior have circulated for years, with actor Freddie Prinze Jr. famously calling him the most unprofessional dude in the world during their time on 24. Prinze Jr. described the experience as so harrowing that it nearly drove him from the industry. His blunt statement, "I hated every moment of working with Sutherland," paints a picture of the turbulent atmosphere on set. Beyond his work, Sutherland's personal life has been rocked by instability, including multiple DUI arrests and incidents of public intoxication. His dependence on alcohol has led to embarrassing situations, such as being ejected from venues for aggressive behavior. To manage these situations, Sutherland has even needed a handler to oversee his interactions when under the influence. In a rare moment of self-reflection, Sutherland admitted the devastating impact of his drinking. "Almost every bad thing that has ever happened to me was a result of drinking." This confession lays bare the complex realities of fame and the potential pitfalls of success. Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise, the charismatic star renowned for his daring stunts and seemingly ageless looks, has a dark side few know about. His demanding personality, particularly during his marriage to Katie Holmes, was well documented. Rumors of his strict control over Holmes' life, fueled by his fervent devotion to Scientology, created a toxic environment. This tension led to Holmes severing ties with Cruise and Scientology, isolating their daughter Suri from her father. This estrangement painted a grim picture of Cruise's inflexible nature. Cruise's abrasive behavior extended beyond his personal life. Remember the infamous 2005 interview with Matt Lauer where Cruise attacked psychiatry, declaring, "There is no such thing as a chemical imbalance." This outburst sparked widespread outrage, with actress Brooke Shields condemning his comments as irresponsible and dangerous for mothers dealing with postpartum depression. Despite attempting to distance himself from Scientology controversies, Cruise remains shrouded in controversy. As he himself stated, "I am absolutely uncompromisingly dedicated to the movement," leaving many wondering if his devotion borders on fanaticism. Errol Flynn. Errol Flynn, the swashbuckling hero of Hollywood's golden age, embodied a charisma that captivated audiences worldwide. His life, however, was a tempestuous whirlwind, filled with adventures both real and fabricated. Despite his on-screen heroism, Flynn's off-screen escapades were often controversial. In 1942, he found himself at the center of 3 scandalous statutory rape trials. While acquitted, the allegations left a stain on his reputation, turning him into a public figure known more for his audacious lifestyle than his cinematic achievements. His reckless abandon extended to his personal life. Flynn, a heavy drinker and notorious philanderer, frequently arrived late to film sets, often intoxicated, much to the chagrin of his co-stars. Bette Davis, who shared the screen with him on several occasions, publicly derided his lack of acting ability, stating, "He himself openly said, 'I don't know really anything about acting. And I admire his honesty because he's absolutely right.'" The toll of his excessive indulgences took a heavy toll on Flynn's once youthful appearance. By the time he died from a heart attack at the tender age of 50, his appearance mirrored the premature aging of a man far older. It's a stark reminder of the dark side of fame and its accompanying perils. His tumultuous life was summed up by his own statement, "I never deny myself anything," a quote that captures both his magnetic allure and his ultimate downfall. His legacy, however, is a stark reminder that beneath the gleaming facade of stardom lies a sometimes treacherous path. Julia Roberts. Julia Roberts, the charming star of films like Pretty Woman, often shines with an alluring aura on screen. But beneath the glimmering surface lies a different story. Reports from various movie sets, particularly during the filming of Hook in 1991, reveal a more turbulent side to the actress. The filming of Hook saw Roberts clashing with director Steven Spielberg. His infamous patience, even when working with notoriously difficult child actors, was pushed to the limit by Roberts. Spielberg himself acknowledged the tension, stating, "It was not a great time for Julia and I to be working together." As a result of these on-set difficulties, crew members even nicknamed her Tinker Hell, a play on her role and her perceived demanding personality. Roberts' personal struggles, such as her very public breakup with Kiefer Sutherland, further intensified the atmosphere on set. This tumultuous time affected her focus and led to conflicts with co-stars like Nick Nolte. Rumors of tensions with stars like Hugh Grant and Meryl Streep also emerged during this period. Her brother Eric Roberts has publicly revealed Julia's inflated ego, which he claims has impacted their personal relationship, adding another layer of complexity to the public's image of her. Although Roberts acknowledges she can sometimes be perceived as really harsh, she insists her actions never stem from malicious intent. Yet, these anecdotes paint a picture of a star who, despite her iconic status, is not immune to personal flaws or challenging behavior. Reese Witherspoon. Reese Witherspoon, known for her charming roles in films like Legally Blonde, took a serious hit to her squeaky clean image in 2013. It all began during a traffic stop with her husband, when she, in a moment of questionable judgment, asked the officer, "Do you know my name?" This "do you know who I am?"
Do you know my name, sir?
Don't need to know.
You don't need to know my name?
Not quite yet. I'll get that
really?
information.
Okay.
Moment became an instant viral sensation, leaving many with a less than favorable impression of her character. The dashcam video revealed a side of Witherspoon that her fans weren't accustomed to, one of defiance and disregard for the officer's authority. It was a stark reminder that even the most beloved celebrities can sometimes behave in ways that are far from admirable. Reflecting on the incident, Witherspoon said, "I was disrespectful to the officer who was just doing his job. The words I used that night definitely do not reflect who I am." While many fans hope this was a single, isolated event, the arrest cemented the truth that the glamorous facade of Hollywood can sometimes be just that, a facade. Witherspoon's actions sparked a conversation about privilege and accountability, reminding everyone that celebrities aren't immune from scrutiny and judgment. Despite this blemish on her record, Witherspoon has since made amends through extensive charitable work and personal growth, attempting to restore her reputation. This incident remains a turning point in her career, a reminder that even the most well-liked personalities can be prone to missteps, but hopefully a lesson learned. Chevy Chase. Chevy Chase, the beloved goofball of National Lampoon's Vacation, has a side that's far from funny. While he effortlessly embodies lovable characters on screen, behind the scenes, whispers of his abrasive nature abound. His time on Saturday Night Live was anything but a laugh riot. Tales of tension and confrontation, including an almost physical clash with Bill Murray sparked by Chase's cruel jokes about his appearance, solidified his reputation as the office jerk. The negativity followed him to the set of Community, where he allegedly unleashed a barrage of offensive comments on co-star Donald Glover, including the shocking, "People think you're funnier because you're black." Glover's cool response, "I can't help him if he's floundering." It seems Chase's own words reflect his callous attitude. "I don't give a damn. I am who I am." This arrogance does little to soften the blow to his reputation. His boorish humor and disrespect toward female colleagues only serve to tarnish the legacy of his iconic roles, revealing the industry's adeptness at hiding true character beneath the glitter of fame. Like this video? Great. Subscribe for more. Hate it? Well, a like would be nice anyway. And let me know what went wrong in the comments. Bing Crosby. The smooth voice and charming smile of Bing Crosby, the crooner who captivated millions, hid a darker reality. His son Gary revealed this truth in his explosive 1983 biography, Going My Own Way, painting a picture of a family life that was far from idyllic. Gary detailed a childhood dominated by strict discipline, even describing punishments involving a studded leather belt for minor transgressions. This fear-filled home stood in stark contrast to Crosby's public image as a loving family man. Rumored incidents involving harsh discipline went even further, with stories of housekeepers utilizing drowning treatments in the bathtub as a punishment method. This bleak portrayal starkly contrasts with Crosby's public image as a devoted family man. Beyond the family walls, Crosby's reputation was also riddled with complexities. His uneasy relationship with fellow entertainer Bob Hope, who openly admitted to disliking him, added another layer to his personality. Beyond his singing career, Crosby exhibited an often abrasive nature. He'd abruptly dismiss crew members during recording sessions, leaving them unpaid for their time. He even expressed discomfort with fame itself, famously saying, "I get anxious if they start clustering around me." Unfortunately, the untimely deaths of two of Crosby's children, who struggled with depression, cast a heavy shadow over his legacy, revealing a tragic undercurrent to his polished public image. Charlie Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin, the iconic tramp of silent cinema, was a man of stark contrasts. On screen, he charmed audiences with his playful antics, but behind the camera, his demanding nature created a whirlwind of tension. His perfectionism bordered on obsession, pushing his crews to their limits with endless retakes. For City Lights, the opening scene alone took 342 takes over 5 days, showcasing his relentless pursuit of flawlessness. Chaplin's personal life mirrored his artistic intensity, marked by a trail of controversies. He married 4 times, often choosing significantly younger women, including his first 2 wives, who were just 16 and 17 at the time. His marriage to 18-year-old Una O'Neill when he was 54 shocked society, causing a public uproar and facing strong disapproval from her famous playwright father, Eugene O'Neill. Despite an outward appearance of happiness with Una, whispers of manipulative behavior and infidelities persisted, casting a shadow over his image. Even outside the film set, Chaplin's arrogance was palpable. He was known to treat fellow actors and fans with disdain, a stark contrast to his on-screen persona. His shift from comedy to political commentary in Monsieur Verdoux drew sharp criticism, with one journalist declaring, "You've ceased being a good comedian." Chaplin's legacy in Hollywood remains a complex tapestry woven from his extraordinary talent and his turbulent personal life. Bette Davis. Bette Davis, the legendary actress known for her powerful screen presence, wasn't just a force on film, she was equally formidable off-screen. Her reputation as a difficult personality stemmed from her unwavering commitment to her craft and her refusal to tolerate disrespect. Producer William Fry recounts a time when director Herschel Doherty accidentally bumped her finger, prompting a scathing retort from Davis that sent half the restaurant running for cover. Her dedication to her craft was legendary. Between takes, Davis would meticulously refresh her signature eyes with eye drops, ensuring they were always captivating on camera. During the filming of Mr. Skeffington, though, someone sabotaged her eye wash. Director Vincent Sherman jokingly remarked that everyone on set must have secretly wanted to cause her harm. Davis's fierce rivalry with Joan Crawford during Whatever Happened to Baby Jane has become a defining moment in Hollywood history, showcasing the intense competition that existed within the industry. While Davis and Crawford battled on screen, they both garnered awards for their performances in the film, solidifying their roles as Hollywood icons. Patrick Dempsey. Patrick Dempsey, forever etched in our minds as the charming Dr. McDreamy Shepherd from Grey's Anatomy, has a side to him that might surprise you. While we all adored his character's romantic charm and heroic deeds, the set of the hit show reveals a different story. Rumors emerged that Dempsey's off-screen personality was a far cry from the charming Doc, leading to tensions with castmates. Dempsey allegedly clashed with co-stars, even resorting to intimidation tactics. One story recounts that a former executive producer claimed Dempsey's behavior left some actors feeling traumatized. As the drama escalated, Grey's Anatomy creator Shonda Rhimes took a firm stance, threatening to walk away if Dempsey stayed. This decision ultimately led to his character's heartbreaking exit in season 11, a move that highlighted a stark contrast between the actor's on-screen persona and his off-screen conduct. Rhimes's stance made it clear she would not tolerate such behavior, even from a star of Dempsey's caliber. It's a compelling story about the clash between a carefully crafted image and reality, but even more, it underlines how an actor's true nature can, sadly, affect their co-workers and impact their public standing. Perhaps that's why, even though the show wrapped, the McDreamy curse continues to linger, leaving viewers and co-stars alike questioning whether his off-screen actions were truly dreamy at all. Gene Kelly. Gene Kelly, a dancing icon whose screen presence captivated audiences, faced a darker side to his fame. While known for his breathtaking moves and charming persona, whispers of his demanding behavior behind the scenes have tarnished his legacy. Tales of Kelly's relentless pursuit of perfection on set, labeled as cruel by some, paint a different picture. Debbie Reynolds, his co-star in Singin' in the Rain, described him as severe and judgmental, recounting the emotional toll of rehearsals. She writes in her memoir, "Unsinkable. I was crying under the piano. My feet were killing me." These accounts highlight a stark contrast to his public image, revealing the strain behind Kelly's flawless on-screen performance. Adding further complexity to Kelly's story, unverified rumors connected him to the Provisional Irish Republican Army, IRA, in the 1970s. Speculation swirled that he held secret meetings with IRA leader Cathal Goulding and contributed funds to their cause. While his widow refuted these claims, maintaining that Kelly abhorred violence and lacked the resources to support the IRA, the whispers persist, casting a shadow on his legacy. William Shatner. William Shatner, the legendary Captain Kirk of Star Trek, has always been a figure of both admiration and controversy. While his on-screen persona radiated heroism and leadership, his off-screen personality has often been described as prickly, even abrasive. Shatner's decision not to attend Leonard Nimoy's funeral, the man who played his iconic First Officer Spock, further cemented his reputation as a difficult personality. His absence sparked anger and confusion among fans and fueled speculation about his true character. It's widely known that Shatner has a long history of feuds with co-stars, most notably with George Takei, who played Sulu, who openly referred to him as a tempestuous presence who dominated others on set. Takei even recounted how Shatner would often interrupt his lines and exert control over every scene, fueling a palpable tension on the set. Shatner's comedic vulnerability was exposed at the Comedy Central roast, where he was subjected to relentless jokes and harsh criticism, revealing a much more human side of the actor. However, Shatner himself acknowledged the contrasting public and private personas, saying, "Don't you think it's a little weird? It's like a sickness," reflecting on the criticisms he often faced from former co-stars. Despite his enduring fame, these insights into his off-screen life offer a nuanced and less flattering view of the iconic star, illustrating the stark divide between the public persona and the complexities of a human being. Milton Berle. Milton Berle, the Mr. Television of the golden age of TV, wasn't just known for his on-screen antics. Behind the scenes, he was notorious for his larger-than-life personality and a reputation that, let's just say, wasn't always flattering. The Thief of Bad Gags nickname wasn't just a playful jab, it reflected real accusations from his fellow comedians, who frequently claimed Berle would borrow their jokes without giving credit. His antics even extended to a memorable encounter with RuPaul at the 1993 MTV Video Music Awards, leaving an undeniable tension in the air. Berle's tumultuous behavior wasn't confined to awards shows. His stint as a guest host on Saturday Night Live in 1979 was so chaotic, producer Lorne Michaels likened it to a comedy train wreck in slow motion. His tendency to take over rehearsals often led to friction with the cast, particularly with Gilda Radner, whom he overshadowed in a skit. Berle's disruption became so intense that Michaels banned him from future appearances, concerned that his antics would taint the show's image. Despite these controversies, Berle's influence on comedy cannot be denied. He himself once quipped, "God, I wish I'd said that, and don't fret, I will," acknowledging his reputation while seemingly relishing in it. His story stands as a stark warning about the pitfalls of unchecked ambition and the complexities of intellectual property within the world of entertainment. Spike Lee. Spike Lee, the Oscar-winning director behind iconic films like Do the Right Thing and Malcolm X, isn't just known for his sharp wit and powerful narratives. He's also become somewhat notorious for his off-screen behavior. While many revere him for his artistic contributions, others have experienced the less-than-pleasant side of Lee. Remember that time he walked out of a university talk 40 minutes early? He wasn't exactly known for his patience. Apparently, the students dared to ask him too many questions. Lee's notoriously blunt demeanor has also led to a number of uncomfortable run-ins with the public. One infamous moment was at the 2019 Academy Awards, when he was visibly disappointed after Green Book won
No, I
Best
thought it was
Picture, claiming,
courtside at the Garden. The ref made a
I
bad
was
call.
courtside at Madison Square Garden. The refs made a bad call. Lee's outspokenness, coupled with his perceived Hollywood snub, perfectly captured the essence of his character, reminding everyone that even with a career brimming with achievements, one can still struggle to maintain their composure. Ultimately, Spike Lee's public persona highlights the complex relationship between celebrity image and real-life character. His story reveals the dissonance between the public's idealized view of their beloved stars and the more raw reality behind the spotlight. Jesse James. Jesse James, once known for his custom motorcycles and reality TV fame, became a household name for all the wrong reasons. His marriage to Hollywood star Sandra Bullock, who was then at the peak of her career with a Best Actress Oscar for The Blind Side, was shattered by a series of affairs, most notably with tattoo model Michelle "Bombshell" McGee. News of the affair broke just when Bullock was preparing to accept her Oscar, bringing heartbreak and media frenzy to the otherwise happy couple. It took Bullock just days to decide to separate from James after the betrayal was confirmed by her publicist. While James initially tried to downplay the affair, claiming that millions of men cheat, it was his subsequent engagement to reality TV star Kat Von D that ended abruptly due to yet another infidelity incident, cementing his image as untrustworthy and disrespectful. The public outcry was swift and unforgiving. While James's career suffered a significant blow, Bullock emerged as a beacon of resilience and self-sufficiency. She found solace in adopting her first child and rebuilt her life with grace and determination. This stark contrast highlights the immense emotional toll of infidelity, leaving a lasting impact on both the betrayer and the betrayed, particularly when the betrayal involves figures with such high public profiles. Okay, we just blew the lid off some of Hollywood's biggest love stories, right? From unexpected unions to shocking splits, it's clear that even with all the glitz and glam, everyone's human, dealing with the same ups and downs. But tell me, have you ever been in a relationship that felt like it was straight out of a movie? Or maybe you're secretly crushing on a celebrity couple and wondering how they make it work. Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for more juicy scoops. Let's keep this conversation going and maybe even find out who's secretly dating whom in the comments section.